You just changed the oil in your diesel, thinking you did something good. But the truth is, the next few minutes after that oil change decide whether your engine stays healthy or starts dying a little more every mile. Most diesel owners don't realize that the moment they restart the engine, several things inside are operating on a razor-thin margin of protection. One wrong move here can quietly damage bearings, strain the turbo, and shorten the life of your entire engine. Mechanics see the aftermath every day, yet hardly anyone talks about these simple mistakes that cost thousands. And what makes all of this worse? The most destructive mistake happens within the first 60 seconds after pressing the start button. But before we get there, you need to understand the chain reaction that begins the moment fresh oil enters your engine, because that chain reaction is where most problems begin. Let's start with the first mistake diesel owners make, and ironically, it's something people do because they think it's helping. Mistake 1: driving hard right after the oil change. You restart your diesel, it idles smoothly. Pressure looks good, everything sounds normal, so you pull onto the road like you usually do. Maybe you're in a hurry, maybe you need to merge quickly, maybe you just want to check if the engine feels stronger with fresh oil. And that's the trap. Inside the engine, that fresh oil hasn't fully filled every passage yet. It hasn't reached its working viscosity. It hasn't stabilized in the turbo bearings. Even if the gauge shows pressure, the lubrication film is still forming. In that moment, your engine is relying on thin, unstable coverage that can break under stress. Diesel turbos spin so fast that even a second of poor lubrication can cause microscopic scoring on the bearings. You won't notice anything today or even next week, but over the next few thousand miles, those scratches turn into play, then into shaft wobble, then into oil leaks, eventually into a full turbo failure. And the scary part, most drivers never connect that failure to one hard acceleration they did right after an oil change. The safe approach is simple. For the first 10 to 15 miles, drive gently, keep RPMs moderate, let the oil reach operating temperature slowly. Those few minutes of patience decide whether your engine lives stress-free or starts wearing itself out. But this isn't the only early mistake people make. In fact, the next one is even more dangerous because most people don't realize anything is wrong until it's too late. Mistake 2: not checking for leaks immediately. Most diesel owners finish the oil change, start the engine, and drive off. The assumption is simple: if it runs, it's fine. That assumption destroys engines. A small leak doesn't always drip instantly. It might start as a slow seep from the oil filter gasket, or a drain plug that didn't seat perfectly, or an oil cooler line that's only a quarter turn loose. These kinds of leaks don't leave puddles right away. Instead, they send oil mist across the underside of the engine while you're driving, and by the time you smell it or see smoke, it's too late. Here's what happens inside the engine during that unnoticed leak. Oil level drops, pressure drops, the pump starts pulling in air pockets, and those pockets starve bearings and turbochargers for fractions of a second at a time, enough to carve wear patterns that get worse with every mile. A simple 1-minute visual inspection would have prevented it. The correct process is this: start the engine, let it idle, then look directly at the filter, the drain plug, and every point that was touched during the service. After a few minutes, shut off the engine and check again. Some leaks only appear once warm oil builds pressure. As basic as it sounds, this step alone has saved countless engines from catastrophic breakdowns. But even if there's no leak, there is another mistake that silently destroys diesels from the inside, and it has nothing to do with the filter or the plug. It's something far more common. Mistake 3: overfilling or underfilling the oil. Most people think as long as the dipstick shows oil, everything is fine. But diesels are far less forgiving. When you overfill a diesel engine, the crankshaft churns the oil into foam. That foam traps air, and aerated oil can't maintain pressure. Instead of creating a smooth oil layer on bearings, it creates pockets of air that act like sandpaper. The engine starts wearing itself out even though technically it has enough oil. And that's only the beginning. Excessive oil raises crankcase pressure. That pressure forces oil past seals, into intake lines, and even into the turbo. The turbo can then develop oil leaks internally, causing smoking, fouling, and accelerated failure. Underfilling is just as bad. Low oil means the pump can suck air. In acceleration, braking, cornering, or towing. Even momentary starvation at the turbo or bearings can cause permanent damage. Diesels need precision here. They don't tolerate sloppy levels. The right way to measure oil is simple. Let the engine warm up, park on level ground, shut it off, wait 5–10 minutes, then check the dipstick cleanly. The level should sit between the marks, ideally near the top but never exceeding it. It takes 20 seconds, and those 20 seconds prevent irreversible damage. But what happens next is where most owners do the most harm, and it's something they do without even thinking. Mistake 4: revving the engine during the first 30 seconds. This is one of the biggest diesel killer habits there is. A lot of people start the engine and give it a couple of throttle blips, maybe to hear it run smooth, maybe to check response, maybe just out of habit. But right after an oil change, this is the moment when the engine is least prepared for it. The oil filter is still filling. Oil galleries are still stabilizing. The top end of the engine still hasn't received a full coating. And the turbo is spinning on a lubrication film that hasn't fully formed. Revving the engine now forces high RPM without full protection. This creates microscopic dry contact that you will never see until 10,000 miles later, when strange noises, higher oil consumption, or turbo issues appear. By then, the damage is done. The correct method is simple. Start the engine. Let it idle. Do not touch the throttle for the first 30–60 seconds. Let oil fully stabilize before asking anything from it. That simple minute protects thousands of dollars of engine components. But the biggest mistake diesel owners make comes after all of this, when everything looks perfect, and that's why it catches them off guard. Mistake 5: trusting the oil life monitor. This mistake ruins more diesel engines than almost anything else. Most diesel owners finish the oil change, start the engine, see the maintenance message go away, and assume the oil life monitor will guide them safely. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your oil life monitor does not measure oil quality. It does not measure soot level. It does not detect fuel dilution. It does not know if you tow, idle, climb steep grades, or run heavy loads. It is nothing more than a rough algorithm based on driving patterns. On a gasoline car, that might be okay. On a diesel, it's a problem. Diesels create massive soot, they run higher compression, they produce higher temperatures, they rely on turbos far more heavily. All of this contaminates oil faster than the monitor expects. When the monitor lets you run 10,000 to 15,000 miles between changes, the oil may already be thick with soot, low in viscosity, and unable to protect bearings properly. By the time the monitor tells you to service, damage has been ongoing for thousands of miles. The safest approach is to ignore the percentage completely. Track your mileage manually. Change between 5,000 and 6,500 miles, depending on how you drive. This small habit keeps your diesel running clean and healthy. But to understand why this mistake is the most destructive, we need to zoom out and look at what truly kills diesel engines, not in one moment but slowly over time. Most diesel failures don't happen in dramatic moments. They don't come from one giant blowout or one obvious mistake. They come from small habits, little oversights, a few seconds of impatience, things that seem harmless but add up silently mile after mile. Right after an oil change, your engine is at its most vulnerable. How you treat it in those first minutes sets the tone for the next 5,000 miles. Gentle driving gives fresh oil the time it needs. Checking for leaks protects you from disasters. Correct oil levels keep bearings and turbos safe. Letting the engine idle prevents dry contact. Ignoring the oil monitor keeps contamination under control. Treat these moments seriously, and your diesel will reward you with years of strong, reliable performance. Ignore them, and you're gambling with the most expensive part of your vehicle. Take care of your diesel right after an oil change, and it will take care of you on every mile that follows.